Last time on Dragon Ball Z, the powerful Majin Buu has pushed our heroes to their limit. After killing nearly every human, Majin Buu has resorted to absorbing the most powerful warriors in an effort of becoming stronger and stronger. Although Goku and Vegeta's fusion, Vegeto, brought hope into the universe, their fusion's priority was to save his absorbed friends. After letting himself be absorbed, Goku and Vegeta defused. Now the pair face off against Majin Buu within his own body. In a few moments, they will have to decide the fate of their friends. Will them saving their kids be enough to defeat this ultimate menace? The universe's fate is decided now. The Saved Offspring. What if Goku saved Gohan instead of Mr. Satan?
Goku and Vegeta rushed out of Buu's insides, traveling through the steamy canals of the Majin. They had Goten, Trunks, Gohan, and Piccolo in hand. They didn't know for how long they could hold them, as the powerful, deadly fumes from Buu caught up with them. Just then, the Saiyans saw light on the other side of the tunnel. The pair burst out, falling into the grass below. The warriors they rescued flopped onto the ground as well, unconscious. For a second, it was as if Buu was defeated. But then they realized that there was still a version of him up there. The little Buu began to create a giant pink sphere of ki, and then trucked it straight down. Goku and Vegeta didn't have time to deflect it nor stop it. They had to make a choice. Goku rushed down along with Vegeta, grabbing onto Gohan and Piccolo, while Vegeta grabbed Trunks and Goten. They tried to escape the blast, but Goku didn't have a free hand to teleport. As they flew, Goku saw Dende and Mr. Satan's sad face staring up at them. Goku felt heartbroken, but he wouldn't be able to save them. It all seemed lost, when suddenly, Goku felt someone's hand on his shoulder. Vegeta too. It was Kibito-shin. The deity used his abilities to teleport the pair away and into the Kaioshin realm. Vegeta dropped the kids, then growled at Goku.
Damn it, Kakarot, taking them out of Buu simply destroyed Earth. Now we won't be able to revive anybody.
Hey, it was your idea, Vegeta.
The old Kai ran over to Gohan, slapping him several times.
You were my ultimate warrior. You couldn't be dead.
In the last slap, Gohan woke up so quickly that the old Kai was pushed back in a burst of energy. The fighters slowly began to wake up, but they were fairly hurt. Goku wished now more than ever that they would have been able to save Dende, even if him and Vegeta were still in good enough shape to battle. Then, the Kaioshin told Goku that he can heal them. Instantly, Kibito-shin begins to heal Gohan, but too much time had already passed while they tried to wake up the Z-Fighters, and the little Buu turned up in the planet. All of the Z-Fighters turn around to meet his demonic eyes. The ones that were trapped inside of Buu are drained and hurt, but they are still willing to fight. Gohan, at the very least, was in better condition. Goku and Vegeta yell at Kibito-shin to take Goten and Trunks away, but the kids push off Kibito-shin. They say that they want to show this little Buu just what they're made of. Goku and Vegeta smirked at each other. Goku turned into a Super Saiyan 3 and rushed into fight. Gohan was impressed by how powerful his father was. Goku was then knocked to the ground by Buu, but Gohan flew up to take over the fight. This was the basic cycle of things, but it seemed as if no progress was being made. Gohan was incredible, and even Vegeta commented on this. He could potentially beat Buu. And in reality, I believe Gohan could have totally beaten Kid Buu after getting some healing from Kibito-shin. But where's the fun in that? It would have been just a quick and easy fight. Let's keep going with the story. Goten and Trunks fused into Gotenks, but Goku warned them not to waste their energy in Super Saiyan 3. That, though powerful, they would be a lot more help as Super Saiyans for a longer time. Gotenks turned out to be the best one at matching Buu because of just how unpredictable they both were. It was as if they were learning to fight from each other, with Gotenks even shooting a beam straight down to the ground and back up at Buu, mimicking his leg attack. However, Gotenks was also eventually pushed away. Piccolo did what he could to help, especially once the kids and Gohan fought, but eventually he had to step away. Vegeta damned the world about the Dragon Balls being gone, but Piccolo overheard. He got an idea. He attempted to contact Kibito-shin telepathically. This worked, and he told them about the idea of going over to Namek and using the new set of Dragon Balls over there. Kaioshin allowed it, and they all teleported over there. They used the Dragon Balls to bring back Earth and revive everyone. From here, I see a few different scenarios that could take place. Let's cover them, dividing them up in between good and bad endings. Let's start with the good ending. Vegeta suggested the Spirit Bomb as a possible way to defeat Buu, but there was just a few people to gather energy from. Only his friends from Earth gave Genki, while everybody else thought it was a trick from Majin Buu, and Vegeta's pleas only made things worse. Goku had to at least try to finish it. Everyone on the sides was tired and beat, even Gohan, who still stood up in the front lines against Buu, but they had too much power taken away from them while inside of Buu. Goku finally threw down the Spirit Bomb, hoping to finish it off once and for all, but the Spirit Bomb wasn't nearly enough to take care of him, and Buu quickly pushed it back against Goku. For a second, it seemed as if his hair flashed silver while being consumed by the Spirit Bomb, but it must have been a hallucination. Remember, Goku's nowhere near the level he needed to be in order to push himself into Ultra Instinct, though it would have been pretty cool to see it this way. Anyways, Buu had had enough games. The Spirit Bomb had really ticked him off, and Buu rushed at Goku on the ground, blasting him into oblivion. Goten cried out for his father, while Trunks and Vegeta stared in disbelief before having to snap out of it as Buu rushed towards them. Gohan saw this, and he felt his heart break. A power surge like no other exploded within him. On Namek, the old Kai yelled into the crystal ball, damning Goku for wasting his life. Gohan began attacking Majin Buu relentlessly, but this power boost was still hindered by his lack of strength and power. So, Vegeta wished for Gohan to be brought back to full health. Gohan felt everything he had within him rise up. He didn't let Buu do anything after this. The others did what they could to help, but it culminated into the biggest Kamehameha Gohan had ever used. After all, it is implied that the Spirit Bomb wasn't the only way to beat Buu, since they thought that Gohan and even Gotenks could have potentially done it. Either way, the blast consumed Kid Buu quickly. Within the blast itself, he began to regenerate, but Vegeta used his final flash, and the kids used the Kamehameha from different angles. The team was able to completely obliterate Majin Buu, ending the evil once and for all. But at what cost? Goku was dead for the third time. Thankfully, the Namekian Dragon Balls had still yet to revive him, so it means they could be used in the future for that. Of course, without Mr. Satan around, he would end up living life thinking that the events of the Buu arc did end up just being a dream, before everybody's memories were erased. Of course, this means no Oob in the future, and eventually, Battle of Gods takes place. One thing I think could potentially happen is Gohan actually becoming aware of how much power he has. Since this is the second time he saved Earth, he would realize that Goku really can't save them anymore, and he would continue his training. Maybe not as hard as when he was a little kid, but would keep up with it a little more than in the Buu arc, just to ensure that he would be strong enough to save Earth next time trouble arrives. Even so, I think Goku would probably still be the one to go through the God ritual, but maybe Gohan. That could be a video for another time. But anyways, let's move on to the bad ending.
Hey kids, don't go away. We'll be right back. And now back to our show.
Goku's Spirit Bomb is pushed back against himself. Even the final wish from the Dragon Balls to recover his power wasn't enough. The Spirit Bomb was pushed back until it exploded on Goku's face. Goku was pushed down to the ground. They had failed to gather the energy necessary. Gohan tries to do what he can to protect his father, but he is too hurt to protect him. During the battle, he is turned into chocolate. Everyone is in awe, and they rush at Buu, but his moves are too fast for the herd warriors. First to go was Vegeta, who was killed by being crushed onto the ground and tossed aside. The kids then did what they could, even fusing back into Gotenks and using what little energy they had to turn into a Super Saiyan 3. For a second, they held off Buu, but it was useless as the fusion undid itself, and the monster defeated them by blasting them into each other as Buu duplicated himself and fired Kamehamehas at the two boys. It was just Goku and Buu. Goku had been at full power, but the Spirit Bomb's explosion and attack from Buu had hurt him quite a bit. Super Saiyan 3 just wasn't enough, and they were back at ground zero. Goku pleaded with Buu, knowing that he wasn't truly evil, but rather a force of nature itself. He wanted to fight him again, but as a good guy. Even so, he couldn't forgive Buu for killing his family, his friends. Gohan and Goten were gone. He needed to get rid of this menace. However, Buu was about done. He was hungry. The battle was intense, with Buu and Goku using everything in their arsenal. In the end, Buu caught Goku off guard and ended up turning him into chocolate. Goku saw his life flash before his eyes for 1 second, seeing all of his friends. He was saddened by the fact that he had lost. Not long after, everyone ended up in heaven. Some at King Kai's planet. Sadly, even when they asked King Yema if they could help, there was nothing he could do about it. No one in the universe could defeat Majin Buu. The Kais damned the world. It was all over. Then, suddenly, Buu appeared on planet Namek, right in front of Kibito-shin. In a flash, the whole planet exploded. The universe felt the shake. On the other side of the universe, the angel stood next to Beerus, who opened his eyes just in time to gasp for air. The angel closed his eyes, sadly, and put a hand over Beerus's. It was the last thing he could do. Beerus's body disappeared, and Whis' hand dropped. He had to report this to his father about what happened. In the meantime, Buu teleported from planet to planet, destroying every one of them. Soon, Universe 7 would be empty. However, there was one planet left to go. Buu teleported over to Vampa. There, Paragus watched as Majin Buu created a giant sphere over his head. Quickly, the older Saiyan ran back out to his son. Broly was already out, however, and he rushed in to punch Buu across the face. Buu was happy to meet another challenge. Broly's base form could barely keep up with Kid Buu's frantic attacks, but once he was enraged, Buu became a non-issue. In fact, this is the first time Kid Buu felt true fear. The only real problem Broly faced was Buu's regeneration. The Ozaru Rage form surprised Buu. Broly was having a great time fighting, even if he couldn't necessarily control himself. Paragus was worried that he would die along with the planet. By the end of the battle, Broly was creating a giant sphere over his head. The green ball swirled with energy. Buu tried to do what he could to destroy the planet before he could be killed, but Broly was too fast. Paragus watched in awe as Broly threw down the giant sphere. On impact, it completely destroyed Buu. There was no chance for him to regenerate. After the battle, Broly was exploding with rage. Thankfully, Paragus was able to calm him down with the remote. Universe 7 was safe, but there was only a handful of planets left in the universe. With Beerus gone, the universe needed a new god of destruction and a new Kaioshin. Whis watched the whole battle between Buu and Broly, and in the end decided that his magnificent power could not go to waste. Of course, he would miss Lord Beerus, but this was bigger than either of them. And like that, Whis decided that Broly would become the next god of destruction. Not like he had many options anyways. He had to hurry though. There was a lot to work to do with that boy. But that may be a video for another time. With that being said, guys, there was a bunch of options I could have gone with. I felt like these two were good, solid stuff to build the story around. Although, there is one that I may want to cover in the future, which is what if Buu won? But instead of doing it the way I did it here, he would end up going to the different universes, and the other fighters from the different universes would challenge Buu. But that's everything I have for you guys today. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and click the bell icon so you get notified when I upload new videos. Shout out to these fellas who answered the Dragon Ball question of the week last week. Of course, if you want a chance to appear in a video like this, be sure to answer the question with hashtag DBQ in the comments. The Dragon Ball question of the week this week is, if you were to be turned into candy by Buu, what candy would you become? Just a fun one this time. Anyways guys, until we meet again. See ya!
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Smugstick, unless you want to be destroyed. Lord Beerus, that's hardly fair. But also, don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified when he uploads new videos.